There's a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Impressive jump! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Oh, yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Alexander-Arnold. That looks a cracking ball. Osimhen. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Griezmann. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, they could break here. Gabriel. Now it's Villa. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Has a look and plays it forward. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dembele. Oh, some astute defending there. That is a jarring tackle. Osimhen! Has a look and plays it forward. Bruno Fernandes, a player who needs no introduction. Alexander-Arnold plays it across. Getting up there! It's fallen kindly here. It's a goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach.
Big chance! And no mistake. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That ball looks a good... He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Dembele clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Played out to the left flank. Lovely pass, but goes for a shot! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Bruno Fernandes, pass somewhat off target. Aims beyond the defence. Nice interception, well timed. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Searching pass he's played there. Xavi. Marcelo. He's got away. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, well played. Kept ball and dealt with it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Berry. That has been slung wide. And he's chosen to go back. Looking for options for movement. Space for him to turn and look. And he was alert to it. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. And he's running through. Hullet. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. That's an excellent interception. Jordan Henderson.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Donadoni going after that. And he was quick to react. Probing pass. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution in progress.
And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here.
And Hullet! Superb from Hullet! A finish of true class! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So now the difference is 3. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marcelo promptly onto that, and that is that. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see...
He's had a shot! Bruno Fernandes. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Dembele. Played into space. Lovely. Now, there's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming...
And he shoots! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
The attendance for this match was 62,000.
He is slightly undercooked, that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pedri. Bruno Fernandes. Chips it through. And this is Dembele. Oh, that's neat. Tries to cross. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Now it's Pedri. Driven in. Towering header! And he's straight offside. Pedri. Vieira. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's managed to get free.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
David Villa. And he's there to get it away. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good effort! That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Marcelo. And he whips it in. Now, what about a counter-attack? This is Dembele. Marcelo venturing down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Aimed at the fast. It's a goal! But, oh, it's offside.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Time for a change in personnel. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Pretty robust defending.
Alexander-Arnold has got himself a free kick.
Plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
So, another set play. Oh, good-looking ball. Vieira cuts it out. He's looking wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Xavi. Great vision. Bruno Fernandes is wide and looking to get onto this. The ball's gone astray. Cross to the back post. Oh, good! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Dembele! Oh, terrific save. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Takahara. It's roll! And it's in! So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Number 17.
And very quickly. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, easy pickings there. David Villa. Looking to play him in. That's Doué. He's found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? Fermin is in a really good position out wide. David Villa, and the counter is on. And it's Belletti. And it's Xabi Alonso. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. He won't be happy with that one. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread neatly. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. Zakaria. Belletti. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Totti. Now it's Yaya Toure. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He has found the way through. Quality ball. Donatoni.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And it's Wan-Bissaka. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Fermin. Now it's Totti. Knocks it into space. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Osimhen. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Belletti. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. That's Guardiola. Zakaria. And it's Yaya Toure. Now Yaya Toure. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And shifted it to the flank. Guardiola. Looking for the run. Oh, well played. Played out to the left flank. And it's Guardiola. Yaya Toure. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we are back on the way.
Milan really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their
shoots! Oh, what has happened here? Yaya Toure. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And Guardiola. Van de Ven. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Osimhen, and it's Doué. Now it's Villa. Knocks it out wide. Xavi Alonso. And it's Henderson. And here's Osimhen. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Donadoni having a look.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Wan-Bissaka.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And Guardiola. Fermin. Fermin is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a throw.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11, Villa. Numero 24, numero 8, Xavi Alonso. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 18, il
Tries to
numero
play it
14.
through.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Donadoni was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Guardiola, and here's Neymar. Another pass just keeps... Decent chance! And he hits the net!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Guardiola. Now it's Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And and the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! No, just not quite. And it's Guardiola. And here's Totti.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That is a brilliant interception. Well, the idea was a good one. Oh, that's ambitious. No way through. It's a searching pass. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Donadoni plays it in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 27. Lasciano il campo per il numero 16. Il numero 7. Roberto Carlos.
Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That has ended up in no man's land.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's managed to get free.
Il quarto uomo indica
It's a
2
good run,
minuti di
this.
recupero.
One that is high in energy. Osimhen going after that. Now it's Shevchenko. That's the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Ricordiamo a tutti I tifosi
Your
che è
final thoughts,
possibile
Jim?
fumare
Milan
solo
really
nelle
were
aree
made to
appositamente
rue their
predisposte
ineptitude, if I
all'interno
can put it
dello
like
stadio.
that. Defended reasonably well, but if you can't put away your chances, there's always a risk of this happening. And that's going to be painful for them.